You've been chasing peace your whole life, and yet, somehow, it's always just out of reach. Most people today are quietly losing, not from lack of talent, not from lack of luck, but from weakness in the mind. We scroll, we compare, we envy, and somewhere between the clicks and the likes, we lose ourselves. We chase comfort, and yet we wake tired. We avoid pain, and yet we suffer every day. Here's a hard truth. Comfort is slowly killing us. Struggle, harsh, uninvited, unavoidable struggle, is the only thing that builds power. Long before phones or social media, the Stoics knew this. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Not a poster quote, a weapon, a way to live in chaos and remain calm, unshaken, alive. Stoicism doesn't make life easy, it makes you unstoppable. 1. Embrace discomfort like a friend. We've been taught to avoid pain. The Stoics taught the opposite. Walk toward it, invite it, let it shape you. Think, when did you grow most? When life was easy, soft, quiet? Or when it hit you in the face and you had to rise or stay broken? Marcus Aurelius faced wars, betrayal, illness, yet he led calmly. He didn't run from discomfort, he welcomed it. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every obstacle, a chance to sharpen your will. Every delay, a test of patience. Every rejection, a teacher of resilience. Modern life whispers, avoid pain. Stoicism whispers back, step into it. That cold shower, that difficult conversation, that workout, that test, that silence, that moment you want to escape. Lean in. That is where your character is carved. Seneca slept on the floor, ate simple food, wore rough clothes, not to punish himself, but to train, so that when life stripped him there, he wasn't shocked, he was ready. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's your mirror. It shows who you are and hints at who you could become. Lean in, walk through it, fear dissolves. That is the beginning of freedom. Take one small discomfort today. Cold shower, sit in silence, speak a hard truth. One small choice. And drop this in the comments. Discomfort is my training ground. 365. 2. Stop being owned by your emotions. How often do they control you? Someone says something rude and you snap. Plans change and your mood collapses. You feel lazy, skip the gym, skip work, skip discipline. Stoics call this slavery. Epictetus said, any person capable of angering you becomes your master. They can anger you only when you allow it. That cut-off driver, that breakup, that harsh comment, you handed them your peace, your joy, your calm. Stoicism doesn't ignore emotions. It teaches you to observe them, understand them, and choose your response. A child throws a tantrum. A Stoic sits in the storm, breathes, and thinks. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. You can revoke that estimate at any moment. Feel anger without acting in anger. Feel fear without stopping. Feel sadness without drowning. That is freedom. That is emotional strength. Next time you're triggered, pause, breathe. Ask, is this feeling useful right now? Respond intentionally. Master your inner state. People notice. You become calm, grounded, magnetic. 3. Stop expecting fairness. Life owes you nothing. Expecting fairness is suffering in slow motion. You work hard, someone lazy gets promoted. You love deeply, and they leave. You do the right thing and get punished. Marcus Aurelius saw injustice daily. He didn't complain. He prepared. Life is not about fairness. Life is about strength. Fairness is an idea. Strength is real. Growth comes not from expecting life to be just, but from moving forward anyway. Seneca, sometimes even to live is an act of courage, especially when life seems unfair. Turn pain into fuel. Build skills that cannot be ignored. Love without expectation. Face betrayal and walk forward with dignity. Life won't owe you fairness, but you can earn freedom, one choice at a time. Your power is small, but real. Everything else, let it go. You cannot control the weather, the economy, the past, opinions, chance. You can control your choices, your effort, your focus, your response. Epictetus, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Imagine a storm at sea. The Stoic doesn't scream at the wind. He grabs the wheel, calm, focused, disciplined. Ask yourself, is this in my control? Yes, act. No, release. Center yourself. Regain power. 5. Practice voluntary hardship. Challenge yourself first, not to suffer, but to strengthen, not to punish, but to prepare. Seneca, set aside days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, saying to yourself, is this the condition I feared? Most people avoid discomfort entirely, and when life hits, they break. Stoics choose the fire first. Hunger, silence, fatigue, rejection, boredom, struggle. They walk through it deliberately. Comfort doesn't build strength. Challenge does. Small choices stacked over time forge unbreakable will. Marcus Aurelius ruled through plagues, wars, betrayal, yet wrote with calm clarity. Hardship loses power when expected. Praise, validation. Stoics flip it. Focus on effort, craft, showing up. Epictetus, freedom is the only worthy goal. Disregard what lies beyond your control. Results may not follow, but your mastery, your discipline, your growth always does. Fall in love with the work itself. Train, write, create, build, not for applause, but for mastery. The moment you tie your worth to outcomes, you become fragile. Tie it to focus, discipline, presence, and you become unstoppable. Marcus Aurelius, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. The Stoics practiced memento mori. Remember death, not to fear, but to awaken. Every moment matters. Stop scrolling, stop arguing. Stop tolerating mediocrity. Create, love, move. Now, not later. Seneca, it is not that we have short time, but that we waste much of it. This is your moment. This is your time. Don't wait. Live as if every second counts, because it does. End of chapter 14. 8. Be a warrior for virtue, not approval. Stop living for applause, likes, praise. Live for honor, for truth, for principle. Marcus Aurelius, just do the right thing, the rest doesn't matter. Speak truth. Keep your word. Train hard, even if no one is watching. Every choice builds your character. Every act of integrity strengthens your soul. Seneca, I will govern my life and thoughts. as if the whole world were to see the one and read the other. Stand tall, even alone. Walk the path that matters. Time. Walk the path that matters. Stop chasing approval. Build a life that cannot crumble. This path doesn't promise comfort. It offers clarity, direction, meaning, even when the world falls apart. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, they wrote for storms, battles, betrayal, death. Strength isn't in muscles or money. It's in courage, honesty, discipline, daily choices. You don't need motivation. You don't need the perfect moment. Start now. Train your mind. Expect struggle. Detach from outcomes. Hold your principles. Live like time is slipping through your fingers, because it is. Drop this in the comments. I am becoming unshakable. Day by day. Every choice, every moment, every step. This is your training, your transformation. Keep showing up. Keep choosing strength. Keep becoming unstoppable.